Welcome to Volatility 411 for Equity Armor Investments. I'm Joe Tigay, the portfolio manager of the Rational Equity Armor Fund. Let's get right into it. We got an all-time high. Go figure. The market's higher today in spite of the fact ADP coming in much worse than expected. We got a 300,000 number. We were looking for 600,000. So that's a big miss. Of course, potentially the Delta variant hurting the economy there. And fascinating to watch how the market's interpreting it. It looks like it's bad news is bad news for value. Value comprises more of economically sensitive stocks. And bad news is good news for growth. Growth comprises a lot of stocks that have a lot of debt. Lower interest rates are good for them. That's how the market's interpreting it. In summary, as stocks are higher, people are buying them and not selling them. That's all you really need to look into. That money is coming into the economy still. It's got to go somewhere. Equities are a very reasonable spot, and that's going to be the case until it isn't. And as long as money is being flooded into the system, no need to fight that. Now, of course, a lot of this is built around the Fed. The Fed has been talking about tapering. That gave us a hiccup. Then they came out and said, we may taper, but rates are going to stay low. Again, that's been really good for the market, and tech being the biggest beneficiary of lower for longer. Obviously, they've been able to keep that 210 a little bit wider. That's been good for banks. Obviously, banks not doing great today with the value getting hit broadly. The volatility space, that's of course what we're here for. The VIX is 1620, coming into a 3-day weekend with the market on an all-time high. It is not on a relative low, so I would say it is not complacent at all. 1410 would be the relative low. Maybe that'll happen before the 3-day weekend. Maybe it won't. People still nervous about a weak September, still nervous about really high PEs. Of course, all of this going on geopolitically, there's reason to be cautious. If you look at the futures, though, the September future, that is making relative low. That is marching lower, predicting that the VIX will be coming into the 3-day weekend. For Equity Armor Investments, I'm Joe Tigay.